Well, hello there. Making some black shin black with beef broth. For instant ramen, like cup of noodles, this is the best. Best. I was introduced to this by my buddy Chuck. He bought that when we were in San Francisco one time. I bought some, brought some home. And now every time I see it at Costco, I'm like, I get a taste every time. So good. Rich broth. Love it. Quick delivery of some limes to a customer that's 1.5 miles down the road. Easy peasy. Got a smoking deal on some limes, and he uses them for juice only, so he doesn't care like what they look like. He just wants the cheapest limes, the juiciest limes, and that's usually the limes that restaurants don't want. Restaurants don't want juicy limes and discolored limes. They want pretty green limes. They don't care about the juice. It's all about looks for the most part. So when we get the number 2s, as they're called, because they don't look great or they're really soft, this guy jumps all over them. So that's what we're doing right now. In the spirit of New World and my new/old obsession, what are you currently obsessed with? What is something you can't stop thinking about? Could be anything. Like, what is the one thing that you wake up every morning thinking about and the last thing you think about when you go to bed? What is the one thing that you can't wait to get home to do? Let me know in the comments down below, because like I said, I was telling Tiffany, I even told my dad, I was like, I'm like totally obsessed with New World, and it's all I could think about. And in all my years of gaming, looking back since I was a kid, games that I had progression and like those are the games that I remember like thinking I'll put 10, 12 hours a day in and like can't wait to get back and do another 10 or 12 hours, right? New World, Tarkov, even like early game Destiny, like when a new expansion comes out and you're like, you know, the race to a raid, doing day 1 raids where you're trying to get every ounce of light and power, just trying to like grind power. Like those are the best gaming days and the best times, you know, for when it comes to gaming. And just regrinding New World has just rekindled that fire that I've forgotten about, you know, like really. And I've talked about this numerous times since I started vlogging again, like walking away from something that you love or you think that you love or that you thought you loved, and then coming back to it really is the testament of like, how much did I love that thing, right? I've done it with vlogging. We're back to daily vlogging, and I just, you know, other than like days like yesterday where it's just like the day just kind of gets away from me and I didn't vlog anything, like I'm still thinking about the vlogs. I'm still thinking about YouTube. You know, and it's like, I really did love New World, and I didn't realize how much I loved it until I've come back to it and like completely immersed myself into regrinding and re-leveling, and everything is just exciting and fun. And you know, like this morning I got up with my cup of coffee and I sat down, I did a couple of missions, I hit some rocks, hit some trees, did some crafting, some cooking, and I just had the biggest smile on my face, took my last sip of coffee and was like, it's a great way to start my day, right? I was saying that earlier, like, you know, a couple months ago, last month, whatever, like with Magic, like a cup of coffee and a couple games of Magic, great way to start my day. Well, starting my day with New World's even better. All right, it's 4 o'clock. I just got home from the gym. I hit it hard and fast because I forgot my AirPods at the office, so I was not listening to music, not listening to podcasts, and so I'm just like, I was on my phone just like scrolling through X, but that gets old quick. Normally I'll scroll through something, but I'm basically just listening to something, and so I can even just stare at the wall because I'm listening to a podcast or something, but not today. It's like I said, it's 4 o'clock. I'm gonna call Tiffany real quick and just kind of see what her timeline looks like. Obviously I want to play New World, but if she's gonna be home in an hour, I probably won't stream. I told her, I said, we just need to get on the same page. Like, let's pick like 2 days a week. Just pick 2 days a week is all I'm asking for, where I can freely stream and not have to worry about when you're coming home, what the evening looks like. You know, we're figuring this new, I haven't streamed this hard in a long time. So I was like, just give me 2 days a week. If it's Tuesday, Thursday, if it's Monday, Wednesday, whatever. And I'm flexible too, but just gotta let me know ahead of time so I know when I get home, because I'm always home before she is. So anyway, figure that out, play some New World, figure out what we're doing for dinner. It's Tuesday. Hopefully tacos. Tacos actually do sound good, but I think we finished all the chicken off. Oh, actually, we do have some more chicken. That's what we'll do. We'll do chicken tacos. In other news, we got our mail-in ballots for election. The election's in 2 weeks. I don't talk about politics on social media, in public, whatever. I hate talking about U.S. politics. I hate hearing about U.S. politics. I cannot wait for this election to be over and just be done for the next 3 years. I hate it. The plan was to take Sierra down to a polling station for her first time to vote, but we both kind of agreed that maybe doing it by mail the first time, and especially this year, would probably be better. So I told her this weekend we'll sit down, we'll open them up, we'll go over all of the props and read up on any candidates that she's not familiar with, and I will help her. I will assist her. I will be of what's the word? She's 100% making her own vote. She's 100% voting the way she wants to. I'm trying to be as neutral and no influence whatsoever. I want her to be able to do this all on her own, but obviously I want to be there to guide her, to support her. Any questions she has, what does this mean? What does that mean? So I'm excited. And Bryce unfortunately is missing it by, I don't know, 6 months, 7 months. He'll be 18, so he'll have to vote. He'll vote in the next election 4 years from now. Of course, midterms, is that what it's called? Midterms is in 2 years. So he'll have an opportunity to vote in those if he chooses to. But as far as the general election goes, he'll have to wait for 4 years. So yeah, that just came in as well. And I think that's all the updates. So yeah, I'll check back with you in a bit. All right, 7 p.m. We just wrapped up dinner. Sorry I didn't vlog anything. It really wasn't much to see. Tiff chopped up a couple things and threw it on in the Instapot. And we made like a taco bowl. What'd you call it? Call it something.
Ground beef taco bowl?
Ground beef taco bowl, sure. So we got leftovers. And she also obviously has some veggies. So we did some squash and onions. Just threw that on top. With all the fixings. Puzzle's coming along nicely. I'm confident Tiffy's gonna finish it this weekend. If not before the weekend. But just look how many little pieces there are. All those are little white ones. Those are like all the little gaps. So you have to do all the cactus first. And apparently we're missing the corner, which I swear I had all 4 at one point. So unless it's hiding in here somewhere, we just haven't found it. But it's a very weird puzzle. A lot of weird angles. A lot of weird cuts. Well, the kids decided to help Mom out. Maybe they'll get it done tonight. 3 heads are better than 1.
Found it.
Gosh, they're all over there.
Excuses, Bryce.
That one, the middle one. Unless that's 2 pieces. You need 2?
Sierra, you were just telling a story about work, so update the vlog. How's work?
Oh, it's really good. I'm enjoying it.
Enjoying the new job?
I don't know when the last time I updated, but I'm officially off training. I passed my float test, which at the end of your training, you do at least 9 days, and either on your 9th day or on your 10th day, you're supposed to take a written test. Which it used to be a written test. Now they have an iPad with all the training videos and everything. So it was a 54 question quiz, and you just had to get a 85% to pass, and I got a 96. So that means you're good to be off training and you can start making tips. So every day we have these little tip drawers, and basically the tips get split evenly among everyone who's on shift. So every time someone comes into shift or someone gets off shift, they split the tips into the tip jars. So some days, one day I only walked away with $3. Today I walked away with $9. Some days it's $7, $5, just small amounts, but it adds up. But I really like it.
And then what? The rest of the tips go in your paycheck?
Yeah, I don't know. I've asked about that. I'll have to kind of wait to see how it works. But the iPad tips, when you pay card and you tip the percentage or whatever, that also gets split evenly among anyone who's on shift in that whoever's clocked in for that day.
Yeah, that must get tracked for your paycheck.
It's something like that, yeah, however many hours you work, and I think it gets added to the paycheck. Unless they take it out in cash and put it in your drawer at the end of a week or something like that. I don't know. I haven't figured it out yet. I haven't been on tips long enough. But yeah, I was told that all the iPad tips get split evenly, automatically. My managers can't even figure it out themselves. It does it through the clock-in system, basically. But yeah, I was just talking earlier about the story I was telling you. It's just the amount of people you see come in through the window or through the lobby, just because it's in the community, so it's a lot of people from my old high school or just wherever, old teachers and stuff. And then we have a lot of regulars. Like there's people that come in like every single day and order like the same coffee. So it's like I'm trying to start to learn and like meet some of the regulars, because like every time someone comes in, it's like all the girls I work with are like, oh hey, blah blah blah, like hey, like they just know their names, they know the order, they don't have to ask them, they just put it in and make it for them. So I'm like, I'm getting there, I'm starting to learn, but it's fun. I like the people I work with too.
Right on. Happy for you. 8:45, showered, orders are in. Kind of sat on the couch with Tiff, but she wasn't in a talkative mood, so I just rubbed her feet. She went to bed. I'm wrapping things up as well. Boring days. These days. These days have just been boring. You know, they are what they are. Tomorrow's Wednesday. Busier day at work. Gonna try and do another gym day tomorrow. Try and knock those out back to back if possible. And might try to do a third day this week. I should be doing 3 days a week. It's been really hard to do that. So we'll see. We'll see. But kids are doing good. Bryce is doing good. Sierra's doing good. We'll get an update from Bryce tomorrow with athletic training and whatnot. So stay tuned for that, and I'll see you tomorrow.